rappers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come and...
What's good? It's your boy Deuce, Teddy, and LaQuille. From top of the key. Here to report with the facts, opinions, and BS. And y'all already know where we coming from. That's the top of the key. What's good, y'all?
What's up?
Before we get into it, make sure y'all drop down below in the comments. Y'all let us know what y'all think about the episodes, whether it's good, bad, and different. We open to any and all feedback. Trust me, we got thick skin. So let us know. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. But first, you got to view it. Big brother Teddy, go on and get us started for the evening.
Hey, what's up? You know how we starting things off with the I told you so segment. We might as well let me go first since I'm the oldest. I might as well go ahead, little bro, you too. Boy, I tell you.
Okay, well, since you talking about you the oldest, I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody. Hold on. I'm going to tell everybody. Tell my man Ted, happy belated birthday.
Hey, 32 up in here. What's up?
Hey,
Libra gang, man.
Happy
What's
belated
up?
Appreciate
the love.
You got it, my bad, bro.
But you know, let's go ahead and get on right into it. Let's talk about the Mavs, man. Let's talk about them Mavs. I told y'all so. Hold on, what's Mr. Ja gonna school y'all? Ja gonna do this, Ja gonna do that. They both played 20 minutes, and you got what, 24 and 1 from a Ja? And from Luka, you get 32, 10, and 7. We know Luka's a walking triple-double. But even more importantly, I think we're starting to establish our second man because Christian Woods gave me another 25. We seeing that if Luka give you 30 and a second give you a 25, like last year when a Brunson gave you 20, when a Dinwiddie gave you 20, and then you got a supporting cast giving you 15, 18 each from Dinwiddie, Finney Smith, and all of that, Tim Hardaway. So all I'm saying is 2 games, the Mavericks was up 20 plus points each game from 2 of the best teams last year in the Western Conference. You got a Suns and you got a Grizzlies. Them not no scrub teams. Outside of the Warriors, them was the best teams in the West. And for us to go up 20 after getting rid of the Bully Brunson, now, we didn't hold it together on the first round. I give you that. On the first game, we kind of let that go, but we held tight on this game. In 30 minutes, you got that type of productivity, which we used to from a Luka. That's saying a lot. Like, if you can get Luka to do what he do, his 38 and 8, and a second member look like Christian Woods going to be there, giving you 25 and 12, man, we gonna be a decent squad this year. I'm telling you, we gonna be decent, and we still gonna make moves in the middle of the season. Don't sleep on them. I'm gonna be like I told you so. So I'm just gonna start with that. I gotta get that off. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all get that off. We got some more. Go ahead, Quay. Like you want to say something. You over there quiet because you know your boy Ja ain't do what he's supposed to do. Don't tell me he too tired. He went off from a 49-point game to a 20-point game or something like. You telling me he tired? He can't keep that type of energy up? What you think, Deuce? You over there quiet too. I know y'all be praying for my downfall. Y'all over there just waiting on my boys to lose. I know you're gonna go against the grain every time. I know Deuce is. Declare you ain't gonna do it, but Deuce gonna go against the game. Last year, y'all, this man betted against my team every single game. It don't matter who he's playing. We could have been playing the injured Pacers or something like that. He don't care who it is. It could be a high school girls team. He gonna pick it against my Mavericks. That boy. But I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all have it, man. I just had to get that off. I had to get that off.
So
I had to.
You ain't got on Saturday night. Them Saturday night games. You ain't got much of anything for me. With that, I told you so. But Today games, the ones completed, I told y'all them Blazers was gonna beat up on them Lakers. I told y'all. So, D-Lil, one of our people that tune in, Leo, my boy Leo, he know when we used to hoop in Dago, they used to call me D-Lil on everything. Leo, drop in the comments and let them know. They used to call me D-Lil. That's my boy. I used to have the haircut and everything. So I already knew D-Lil, he coming back.
Mm-hmm.
He ready. And he did that. So I told y'all that them Blazers was going to do that. And I think For real, that's probably the only I told you a piece I got. Oh man.
Yeah, everybody else did what they supposed to do. So
Let me see. Quill. Well, Quill, you got one. You got one. The from today, you got the Cavs. You got the Cavs game versus the Wizards. You got that one.
I don't know why y'all picked them. I don't know why y'all picked them. You got to know Kuzma is a good rebounder against 6'10" players. They got 2 7-footers over there back to back, and Porzingis over there. You got 3 7-footers to rebound against. Kuzma is just out there now. He's just out there trying to be a scorer. And as you've seen, he was the least productive he's been all season. Because now he can't get that little float off that easy. He can't get that little runner he likes to hit mid-range when he got them 7-footers stretched out. And then if he not engaged offensively and he ain't scoring, he don't want to play. He don't care about nothing. He ain't too engaged on the defensive end. He ain't like he gonna try to go grab 10 boards if he ain't scoring. If he's scoring, oh yeah, he gonna try to grab rebounds. He gonna grab a steal. But if he ain't scoring, and them boys just too long over there. I told you.
Okay.
Them boys too long.
And Teddy, you got one. You got the Pistons versus the Pacers.
Who you pick?
I picked
He
the
picked the
Pacers
Pacers.
because the Pacers. I'm not sure. Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the Pacers got the most points in the NBA so far this year. They got 220-some point games already. They just put up some numbers against the Pistons. I was just going off for sure. These guys is dropping buckets. They shooting high percentage. Why not beat the Pistons? I mean, that was pretty much a toss-up, 50-50. Both teams rebuilding. But you got the Pacers scoring 120-some points a game right now, which is unheard of and crazy. So that's what I was like, yeah, the Pacers might give it to them. Might see them win a couple of games in a row. You go score 130 points a game. Now, we know in the NBA nowadays, that's 100-plus point games is average, but you talking 130, 120. I mean, it ain't the 137 we just put up, but it's right there. I think they had like 134 or something like that. That's crazy amount of numbers. You're getting that from four. You get numbers from 4 of your starters. That's a win-win. I mean, shoot, the Pacers backup squad beat y'all last year, so why can't they win? We ain't gonna never forget about that game. They practice squad beat y'all. But I'll go ahead and say, I told you so. Don't sleep on them Pacers. There's something in that Indiana water, them Indianimals over there. All right. Wow,
you talking about the champs?
Hey.
Hey, look.
We talking about today.
Today. Right.
We talking about today. That was last year.
Hey, when we transition,
ain't no
you was talking
champion
about
this
last
year.
year. I thought you was talking about last year.
We talking about today. I told you so today. I told you so today.
I thought you was talking about the champs or something.
Hey, no, y'all last year. We were talking about champ. LeBron's still a champ. Dallas Mavericks got a
current champs. He talking about defending champs.
Ain't no champ.
He talking about reigning champs.
Ain't no champ. You right. Now. So 4 days ago they got rings.
Next segment.
Cause that's it for I told you so. That's it for I told you so. Look, Saturday, I'm gonna tell you, Saturday night, I was like, I ain't gonna have much to say.
I'm looking at the game like, man, I don't even know why I picked certain people. I don't even know why I picked these people.
Hey, but it's early in the season, so it's gonna be a lot of wrong calls for real to stuff start honoring themselves out.
So speaking of that, let me go ahead and start off the wrong call. So I'm gonna say we all made the wrong call for the Spurs versus 76ers. Because we did. Yeah. But LaQuell should have stuck to his guns because he said it.
Originally,
Episode 2, he said, them 76ers better be on their P's and Q's because Popovich is a hell of a coach. So if he stuck with that narrative, he would have been in that told you so segment. But instead, he with your boys on the wrong call.
One of these days, we're gonna talk about Doc Rivers and being a great coach. One of these days.
Okay.
One of these days, we're gonna talk about Doc Rivers being a great coach.
That boy dropping something. I like what you putting
One of
out
these
there.
days,
Okay.
one of these days, he got one ring with 3 Hall of Famers and 4 Rondo. He got one ring, 3 Hall of Famers and Rondo. He didn't have Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. He didn't have squads.
We're gonna get into that.
So one day.
Yeah. So the next wrong call. So the Pistons versus the Pacers. I'm gonna tell you that's the wrong call because ain't nobody think the Pacers is gonna play defense like that. Look, they got the Pacers had, let me tell you, the Pacers had 15 blocks, 7 steals. Defense win games. Wrong call. Wrong call. Them boys showed up to play defense.
Yeah,
and
they moving over there.
Yeah, and actually the Jazz is leading the league and
scoring points.
Yeah, and scoring. The Jazz leading the league.
Okay, another Pistons Pacers question. Point guard you taking, Tyrese Halliburton or Cade Cunningham?
Who would I go with?
That was the game right there.
Based
the 2
on
young boys.
But I think when they injected Ivy as the point guard, I think that kind of removes Cade from the ball a little bit because his level of play, like his performance is like there, but it's not like there. So like looking at it
was when he was the point.
Yeah, like when he was like the for sure point, like it was different. But I think Ivy getting the ball up out his hand and it makes sense. Ivy balling too, rookie season. And they both, they both did their thing. They both did it. Halliburton and Cade Cunningham both did their thing.
They had similar numbers besides the assists. They had similar points. So
another
who you taking?
I mean, I'm going with.
I don't know.
It's kind of early to say.
Yeah. So another wrong call. Raptors versus the Heat. The Heat showed up to play. The Raptors got that one.
Yeah.
The Raptors got that one. So I think we all made the wrong call. We looking at the defense top to bottom. The Raptors got that one by 3. I mean, the Heat got that one by 3. So
is Bam Adebayo an all-star?
Will he be an all-star this year is the question?
In the East. We know who the forwards are in the East. You got Tatum over there. You got Giannis. So is Bam Adebayo all-star, or are they always the number one team and they got to pick 2 players from every number one team?
Nah, they not. He not.
Because I don't think his numbers say all-star. And he got a couple all-stars under his belt.
Yeah, not this year. He's
so hold on. Before we get too deep in that, we got a lot of wrong calls. I'm going down this list. The Grizzlies versus the Mavs. That's me and Quill.
Yeah.
I put enough energy in it. I don't know. Told you so.
Ja Morant ain't show up. I think they had an answer for him. His backup ain't show up. Luka came out and punched him square dead in his mouth, and he folded. So, wrong call. But I guarantee the next game, I'm gonna take that same bet.
You always gonna take that bet. What about you, Quinn? What about your wrong call? I want to hear you say something.
I'm gonna take Ja every time. I'm gonna take Ja over Luka when they play each other because I feel like Ja got more dog in him than Luka got. I feel like Luka's a great skilled player, but
why would Ja got more?
I just feel like Ja got more dog in him.
Yeah,
I feel like Ja got more of that you know what I'm saying? He got more of that in him. I feel like Luka's a front runner. In the first 2 quarters, Luka's gonna have his 20. He's gonna end the game with 30.
Yeah.
So
Luka scores and if you don't match what they're doing, he plays the whole 12 minutes in the first quarter. He sits out 6 minutes in the second. So he's only trying to boom, 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 punch you in the mouth. If you pay attention to that and how they play, then you're able to counter that and score with him. But if you're not, then he in the second half,
him and Ja
score in the fourth.
Him and Ja played the same amount of minutes.
Yeah, but the way you play your minutes.
Hey,
Yeah.
It's also
he
how you
had the
play your
same.
minutes.
He had the same opportunity. He had the same amount of time.
He did.
Same
It's how you play your
opportunity.
minutes. Luka gonna have his 20 in the
And
first.
he ain't show up. Just like
And you know
last
what
year,
I'm saying?
we
Then he
be
gonna
beating them boys. We be beating them
so
boys.
having a Christian Woods is good because
Yeah.
the third quarter, Luka not really he a first, second, fourth. First, second, fourth.
Because of his in shapeness, the way he's built, his body. That's the way. That's just he can't go 48 minutes like that. Strong. He kind of a huskier,
So-
bigger dude.
So
He
yeah,
ain't,
so,
he ain't
so what
no
I'm saying,
runner
that's what
like
I'm
that.
saying.
I mean, he a
So-
professional athlete, so we expect him to get out there and compete for
And that's
48
he plays
minutes.
smart. Like he play, but the way he takes damn near every shot in the first, he takes all the shots in the first quarter. Like he's trying
ball dominant.
He's trying
Yeah.
to punch you in your mouth. He takes all the team shots in the first.
Because he's
That's
ball
like
dominant.
12
Okay.
minutes. So
We run through Luka. I mean,
I
it's
feel
ran
it.
through
Hey,
Luka.
I feel it, but I'm always gonna pick Ja because I feel like Ja
Yeah.
just
And
fourth
this-
quarter playoffs. I feel
and-
like if
and-
they play in each other playoffs, Ja, that dog and Ja, you gonna see what I'm talking about.
And it's
That's
that
what I'm
one
talking
time we
And you
made the
didn't see
wrong
it
call.
in Luka.
So next wrong call, the Cavs versus the Bulls. We all made the wrong call. And I'm gonna
We
tell
picked
you
the
this
Bulls,
because, huh?
We picked the Bulls, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Because that boy went off that first game.
And the second game. So
Because the boy went
He ain't
off.
show up. If DeMar DeRozan don't give you at least 20, and you already got Lonzo out here like 15, 13
he had
points or something.
13 on 3 for 9.
Yeah,
He only took
you
9.
not.
So I'm gonna say I feel like it happened that way because that was the first game Levine came back. So trying to get Levine his touches, because if you look at Levine came through and put up 23 on 17 shots. He took 17. He took almost twice the amount of shots that DeMar DeRozan took. So I think like they got to find that balance in what they're doing. That's what I think. They got to find that balance in what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that was the case for that game. And then Donovan Mitchell, he was balling 32. But even with his 32, I think if Levine and DeRozan had played together already, and they, you know what I'm saying, because you had DeRozan with no Levine, so you knew DeRozan was getting all the touches he wanted. But when Levine come back, it's really like, whose team is that? Whose team is that? Who's the Batman and who's the Robin? You know? Or is it hold on. Or is it Superman and Batman? Is it Superman and Batman? I don't know. So I think they got to figure out that identity. But we all made the wrong call with that one. Let me see the
my turn.
You got anything with that? Okay. Let me see what else. The Thunder. So
I picked the Thunder, didn't I?
you picked the Nuggets. So you had
Picked the
told you
Nuggets,
with that Teddy and I picked the Thunder. So I thought that when we played the Nuggets, Jamal Murray was going to play because we were recording when that game was on, and then I realized he didn't play, so he played against the Nuggets. So that's how I made the wrong call. He came in and played against the Nuggets. They did their thing. So I was
That
wrong.
boy Jokic, a monster, another triple-double, 16, 13, 19 points.
Yep.
Like that man is looking to be a 3-time in a row MVP is what he's looking to do. The way he coming out and playing, I didn't expect him to be able to do that because he played a lot of minutes against the Warriors and he was running a lot. I figured he was going to be tired. He was going to take the back seat. But, man.
Jokic in better shape than Luka. Jokic in better shape than Luka.
All right,
they have different styles. They got different styles of play. I ain't going to say you're in better shape.
Hey, did y'all want to go ahead and wrong call y'all Lakers?
Hey man, look.
Over the Trailblazers.
Me and my brother Quill, we chose the Lakers that was gonna win that. It was actually a close game, and the Lakers actually was winning in the end. But at the end of the day, when the clock strikes 0, you know, they got outshot. Like they just can't shoot. Like at the end of the day, they can't shoot. And
that's why people was curious why they got rid of Malik Monk.
Yeah, they just got too much locker room trouble or something, man. Like the problem that's going on behind scenes is just too much. I feel like they need to make some changes, or they just gonna continue to lose close games. Because at the end of the day, it don't matter how many close games you almost won. If you lost, you lost.
Yeah.
In a 0-3 start, that stuff is sketchy. The front office need to be looking at some stuff, trying to cut their losses short. Because you get too far behind, you're not catching the Grizzlies, you're not catching the Warriors, you're not catching the Mavericks, you're not catching the Suns. You're not finna limp into the playoffs because the Pelicans are gonna be right there. They're gonna beat y'all again. They're gonna beat y'all. They're gonna kill y'all. Hell, we seeing the Spurs might even mess around and upset y'all. The Kings got everybody on the West look like they can beat the Lakers and win and go to the next round. Like they better turn it around quick, whatever that consists of.
I think it needs to go back to ball dominant LeBron and stop. For some reason, LeBron has not been the LeBron he was in Cleveland, LeBron he was in Miami, as far as trying to manage the team. It's like once he won a championship with LA, he kind of was okay. Just take y'all, whatever y'all do, I'm cool with it. Y'all bring him and let him run the point. That's what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get everybody. But when he was LeBron, it was he controlled the whole pace of the game, the whole game.
But I think it's because the Lakers organization don't allow him to be the GM. Like I think they limit him, and as far as because he's made some calls that cost some games. So I think Jenny Buss and them and Rob Pelinka, I think they like, nah, we gonna do this. This is what we want to do, and this
you
is how
shut up and play ball.
But I think about that. LeBron with Anthony Davis should be winning more games if LeBron was controlling the game.
Yeah,
LeBron run that point. He's still getting his points and stuff, but it's not like LeBron used to be a walking triple-double every game. He was higher assist than what he is now. He's getting his assists because it's like he's always been a natural passer. That's part of his game. He gonna get 5, 6, 7. But LeBron used to be 8, 9 in a third. He used with teammates that we would consider worse than the teammates he have now on the Cavs.
But every team where he had that, he had shooters. He does not have shooters. So in order for him to get those assists, you gotta have shooters.
We watched him with Larry Hughes wasn't a shooter, he was a defender. Larry Hughes and Ilgauskas was on the floor.
Yeah,
they
at
defenders.
the same time.
They defenders.
And we watched him still be able to control just him every play, get the board, come down, control the whole thing.
That was also 10 years ago. He was like younger, a lot more.
Ready to do it 10 years ago. That was like 20 years ago.
So it's he can only do so much. He's trying
he out there giving you 35. You know what I'm saying? It seems like he got the energy to do it.
So
I mean, hey,
when he out there giving you 30 something, 10 and 7, bro, go control that game. So all them turnovers they have, LeBron, that ain't LeBron basketball. But you will see Westbrook 6 turnovers. He would have been took that ball out of whoever else point guard hand that was.
Yeah.
Come on now. He would have been. Give me that. Yeah.
Like Bill said, he probably don't have the range like that no more. Yeah. He might not even want the range like that.
Took that ball out of somebody else.
He probably to the point now where
I think he trying to keep that longevity so he can play with his kids. So he taking a reduced role, But let's go on to the next wrong call. The Hornets versus the Hawks. We all said the Hawks.
We because LaMelo.
It ain't much to say about that. The Hornets came to play. I mean, no LaMelo, no Terry Rozier. The Hawks, like y'all don't really have somebody on your team that 40 points. Like Trae Young, if he gets 40, you like, okay. But you're not looking at that game like he gonna get you 40. So with that being said, all of y'all got to do something. And when John Collins ain't scoring, he only had like 10 tonight.
Yeah,
you're not gonna get that win, especially when you let Nick, what's his name, Nick Richards. Y'all know who that is? No, the center, 7-foot center, coming off the bench. He gave them 20 points. So when John Collins is here and Nick Richards is up, that's the big difference.
Wait, Capella didn't play?
He did. I mean, you might as well say he didn't, but he did.
I mean, he did what he's supposed to do. Capella had 14 and 10, though.
No, Nick Richards came off the bench.
Capella
Say,
did what
if
he's
I'm
supposed to do,
Capella
though.
the starting center.
Yeah.
I ain't let nobody, no other 6'10" and above come off the bench and
Capella
score
gave
20
you
on
what
you.
he gives you. He gives you 14 and 10. When you got the Hornets shooting 42% from the 3-point line,
He
got any team.
He
When you
gave
got
you
any
four.
team, when you
4 and
got
10.
any team that's shooting 40% from the 3-point line, that's a hard
So
team to
that
beat
center hit
that
threes.
night.
Did the
Nah,
20
I'm not
center
saying
come
though.
from the three?
I'm
Or
saying
was
though.
he backing that man down going over the
He
left
had
shoulder?
9 for 9, I tell you that much. And the other thing is, that's what it is, bro.
He had 14 and 10, but when you got
No,
40, you shooting 40.
Yeah, he had
Capella
14.
had 14 and 10.
Yeah.
That's
How many
numbers
fouls
for
did
him.
Capella have? Was he out
4.
the game? Was
Yeah, I'm saying
he
that's
had
the
to
type of
sit or something?
numbers.
Because something had to happen.
I'm telling you, it's the
40
fact
something
Hunter
percent.
and Collins only gave you 10. Like, they got to give you
Yeah.
more.
You got to get more out of them.
Hey,
correct.
Miss Herder.
But
Hey, I
Yeah.
would have kept Herder. I don't know about getting rid because they would leave at Hunter. I get it, but Herder,
Yeah.
bro, that playoff, Herder be out there hooping, bro.
Let me see what else we got. The Wizards versus the Cavs. I picked the Wizards. I'm expecting Bradley Beal to get in his bag, go ham, 3-1-4, and he was cool. And other people ain't sure. Me, I would have Hachimura. I would have him in the starting lineup, but I understand they probably don't want to because they're looking at their bench. But I would have him in the starting lineup
At the 4 and put Kuz at the 3,
Yeah,
bro.
or
Bruh.
vice versa. I would have something like that. That's what I would do.
Bruh, mid range be killing.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, bro. I don't even know what these coaches be doing sometimes. Like I get the Clippers feel dangerous because they got Kawhi and Wall coming off the bench.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's a choice they making because they have Paul George and them boys at the starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yep.
like they can be a part of the bench and then be a part of the bench mob. No, y'all don't have a bench and y'all barely got good enough starters. Y'all need all the help y'all can get when y'all out there.
So, Teddy, you got anything to put in on that? Because you made the wrong call too.
players mess up too.
Okay, on to the last roll call. Jazz versus the Pelicans. Them Jazz, boy.
Hey, bro, the Jazz this is an
Them
unexpected team this year, right now.
And you know what's crazy? I watched that game tonight, and I heard Azubuike. I heard him say, Marketing and Sexton, those are two of a few of the players on the Jazz whose teams gave up on them. And I said, didn't I say that in episode 2? Didn't I? So y'all got to understand the content we putting out, we beating them to the punch. Follow, support us. I'm telling you, we putting out there real and it's truth behind it. It's the facts, it's the opinions, and it's the BS. I'm telling you. So the Jazz, I'm gonna say the Pelicans kept coming in, but I'm gonna really say the Pelicans probably dropped that due to the fact they probably dropped it due to the fact Brandon Ingram had that head injury and he had to exit the game. So I'm gonna say that, but then they had to adjust because Zion wasn't really getting the calls that they thought he should have got, but you got to make those adjustments throughout the game, so they should have came back second half. But that's all we got for the I Told You and the Wrong Call segment. Let's go ahead and keep going.
All right, let's talk about 40-point performances so far. Who y'all think got the most standout 40-point performance? I'm gonna say PG.
Paul George.
Like PG.
I'm gonna say PG's 40-point performance. I'm gonna say that because you coming back from
in 39 minutes, 40 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 4 turnovers, 16 for 31.
He turned it up.
3 for 10 from the 3, 5 for 5 from the free throw, and he beat the Kings. Okay.
Now coming off of an injury from last year.
Yeah.
You know
okay,
what I'm saying?
I can respect that.
And then turning up more so in the second half, like you scoring all of them points like that in a run like that. He basically took over the game. Like that's basically the Kobe Bryant mentality, the way he played. Like Ja got his, but you expect that from Ja. That's normal for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely give it to PG so far.
What you
I'm
got,
giving
LaQuinn?
it to that boy D-Lil.
D-Lil.
Listen,
Which one? 'Cause
41
you know he got
against
two.
the Sun, both of them, because he had one tonight too. To come off an injury like that, and he came out the last two games, Suns, Lakers, won both of them things too. Won both of them things. Put up 41, I think, in both of them.
What performance though? One performance.
Listen,
No,
against
he
the
did it
Suns,
twice.
he did it twice.
I know.
Did it
I'm
back to
saying
back
which
too.
one?
He's
Which one, though?
saying because he got two of them.
Two
That's
of
what
them,
he's saying.
but listen, I like the one against the Suns because
Yeah.
it's the Suns.
Yeah, a good
And
team.
because he coming
A
off
good
of
team.
they coming off a great best record in the NBA last year.
Okay.
They still got them boys out there, and D-Lil coming off of that 20-some point game. They still won, but then he knocked them in the head. 41, came back again. 41.
That's
What
easy
will
for
he do
him.
next?
That's easy for him though.
So what I'm gonna
He's
say
still
is
6'1".
yeah. If
Hey,
that-
I'm so the height
If
don't
that-
mean nothing if you that dog. That
So
height
look,
don't mean nothing.
Look at the ones you have to name. You have to
Exactly.
name the ones.
You got to name Hall of Famers, first round ballot Hall of Famers. So what I'm gonna say is already we done had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 40-point appearances, right? Today we had one from D-Lil. On Saturday, we had 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 4 on Saturday. We had 2 on Friday. So I'm looking at it like I see you got Ja with the 49. You got, let me see, D-Lil with 41. You got PG with 40. You got Giannis with 44. And B with 40. Tatum with 40. Lillard with another 41. But I'm
That's
like,
natural for them.
hold on. I'm thinking like, if you going against a team that's not defensively sound, then do we kind of discredit that 40 a little bit? Because 40 is still 40. But when you not really got when you don't really have anybody guarding you, can we discredit? So
if you lose, we discredit.
You put me on point. The Suns is a defensive team. So because of that, I'm giving it to D-Lil. He got 2 40-point performances with 2 dubs back to back. And he fresh off an injury too. So I'm giving it to D-Lil.
D-Lil can score 40 every
Let's
game
move on.
if he wants
Let's
to.
move on.
B scored 40 and lost. I don't think he should be on. I don't think he should be on the list.
I mean,
he had 40. He had 40.
He had 40. 40 is hard regardless. It don't matter if 40 points is tough regardless.
So look, we already hashed it. D-Lil, 2 to your 1. D-Lil, 40-point performance. Take your hat off. Let's go on and get going. What's next?
Injuries.
Got
a couple of injuries. I think we all gonna agree upon this one. The most.
So BI.
That's the most significant one right now.
You got LaMelo. I say it's early in the season. It's it's bittersweet. It's bitter that it happens, but it's sweet. It gives other players the opportunity to step up and fulfill those responsibilities. So
I think that's the BI injury, if it only lasts maybe like 2 weeks or something, I think that'll be good for the team anyway. I think McCollum hasn't played a lot of minutes with just Zion and Valanciunas. He played a little bit at the end of the season with Valanciunas, but just McCollum out there with them, I think is good for the team because BI know what he gonna be. He been on the team with them. He know what he coming back to. You know what I'm saying? He grew his hair out. He say, I'm back, baby. You know what I'm saying? He back to that fresh BI when he came in.
Yeah. So
I think that's the most significant one right
the
now.
Good thing, you're right. The good thing we haven't had any like serious injuries. So that's what I'm gonna knock on that wood. Keep it like that. But shit, we got a lot of games ahead of us. So I say we go ahead and jump into these predictions. You know what I'm saying? So I can be at the top of them. I told you so's. So I'm gonna run it through. Y'all ready?
Let's go.
All right. So tomorrow we got Pacers versus 76ers. I'm going 76ers.
I was say 76ers need to get off the pine.
Well, them Pacers dogs over here scoring 100.
You got Pacers.
Hey,
you got Pacers. All right. Raptors versus the Heat. I'm going. Oh, they running it back. I'm going Raptors. I'm going
I'm gonna go Heat just because y'all say Raptors.
Okay, bet. You gonna be on my Told You So segment. Magic versus the Knicks.
I'm gonna go with the Knicks on that one.
I'm gonna go Knicks.
I'm gonna go Knicks too. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. Banchero gonna do
Banchero's
something.
nice, bro.
Yeah, Banchero gonna do
Banchero's
something. I'm gonna say Celtics versus the Bulls. I'm going Celtics.
Celtics.
And no other way.
Yes.
And no other way. St. Louis Celtics. What's up? Jazz versus the Rockets. I'm going Jazz.
Jazz.
Get on that
Jazz might be the
bandwagon. I'm
hottest
going
team,
Jazz.
right?
Might be the hottest team right now, for real.
All right. Celtics and the Jazz, one of the few 3-0 teams, Trailblazers too. Hey. So Nets versus the Grizzlies. I'm taking the Grizzlies.
I'm going Nets.
I'm gonna go Nets too.
I'm
Okay.
going Nets.
Oh, y'all trying to be something special. Okay.
Yeah, Ben Simmons on Ja. You gonna smother that, man.
Ben Simmons gonna foul out again. That boy can't foul out.
Ja ain't Zion big ass.
Ben Simmons fouled out the damn preseason game, bro.
Hey, Big Nick, he gonna put him on Ja. Put him on Ja.
So Spurs versus Timberwolves. Timberwolves.
Hey, them Spurs, bro. Hey, Pop been coaching them boys.
Heavy thinking.
Look,
Come on. Keep going.
Nuggets versus Trailblazers.
Let's go Nuggets because Jokic is an MVP.
Nuggets.
Trailblazers. It's too much power up top with D-Lil.
I told you
Trailblazers.
so. I told you so.
Fuck you, my friend. Warriors versus the Suns. Warriors.
Suns.
You a
Y'all finna
hater.
lose 2 in a
You
row.
a hater. Y'all had them down by 20, so you already know. Pistons versus the Wizards. Wizards. 314 Bradley Beal. Get at me.
Yeah, let's go Wizards.
All right, Mavericks versus the Pelicans.
Luka.
Pelicans.
I know y'all always gonna go against. Y'all always gonna go against. Let's go.
Hells.
Mavericks all day.
Clippers versus the Thunder.
Luka.
Clippers. These are all Tuesday games right now. Clippers versus the Thunder. Clippers. Okay. All right. Wednesday games. Magic versus the Cavaliers.
Y'all go with the Cavs.
Hawks versus the Pistons. These Wednesday games. Hawks versus the Pistons. I'm going Hawks. Pistons.
Hawks.
I'm going Hawks. Hornets versus the Knicks. I'm going Knicks.
Yeah, Knicks.
76ers versus the Raptors. I'm going Raptors.
7 Raptors.
I'm gonna go with 76.
Hold on, 76ers. Didn't they put them out of the playoffs?
I'm going Raptors. Nets versus the Bucks. I'm going Bucks.
Bucks.
All right, Pacers versus the Bulls.
Pacers.
The Pacers gonna go undefeated this season. I'm going with the Pacers.
All right, Rockets versus the Jazz. I'm going Jazz.
Jazz.
Spurs versus Timberwolves. I'm going Timberwolves.
Tims.
All right, Lakers versus the Nuggets. I'm going Nuggets.
Nuggets.
All right, last one, Heat versus Trailblazers. I'm going Trailblazers.
Heat.
All right, so when we record Wednesday, I'm gonna be starring a lot on the Told You So. They're gonna be on the wrong cause. This is the end of the episode. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the facts, opinions, and BS presented by Deuce, LaQuell, and Teddy, straight from the top of the key. Get at me.
Later, y'all. Hey, go follow that TikTok page.
Follow.
Ready? Hope you pass shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn, you gon' get it bad. These just my confessions. Stay in traffic, can't get picked off like no shit and duck. Keep one in the tuck.